Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game and we are returning to a Let's Play of the Soviet Union in Hearts of Iron 4. So let's see what's going to happen. It is late 1943, December 1943, and we are about to attack Japan. We've conquered most of Europe, especially the Nazi parts. So we are fighting Japan up over here in the region of, what is this? Yeah, Nikolaevsky? I don't know. In the meantime, I've also ordered our guys over here to start preparing naval assaults against Japan, mostly on the harbour over here, Kansai, to maybe see whether we can score the naval base over here and make some, basically get Japan to surrender. So our guys are going to come over there. Let's briefly check on the decisions over here. I think they're just sort of mood. We've got a couple of naval results over here. It's just mostly convoy warfare, so not the most interesting, but I think that's fine. Ooh, this is interesting. Switzerland joining the Allies there. Let's briefly check on how are things with us. So you are about to infiltrate the Navy. You are still operating in Tokyo, which I suppose is fine. Yeah, so we'll need to check just how many troops they have got. I don't think they have that many army units. We are sending a couple of scout planes over here, so let's see what they're going to do. We also have one group of ships patrolling over here. Although they don't really seem to be doing that too aggressively. And I suppose, yeah, okay, no, you are down here actually, which is fine. So we don't need to be too concerned about that. We've also got all of these submarines now, and most of these guys have finished their repair. So I suppose what we could do with you guys here is actually bring you up over here into this naval base, and then have you convoy raid down here and up there. And I think that's alright. Yeah, fantastic. So we'll see a couple of more naval battles over here, but that should be alright. We're also building up our naval experience so that we can build a new level of light cruisers, which would be fantastic and fine. What are you doing? Okay, you're just moving over there, which I suppose is fine. Apparently someone is in low supplies. Okay, yeah, down here you guys, I mean, that's okay. We are trying to push back the Portuguese from parts of Africa here. Parts of Africa which really should be ours, I think, in many of these instances. Let's see whether we can push them back here. Right, let's try to attack here. Really want to overwhelm them. Ah, another agent captured. Well, that is unfortunate. So what are you doing? You're doing defending. Okay, that's alright. So I suppose you can go ahead and try to free our colleague there. So let's have you do that, and let's start this attack as soon as possible, and that should be okay. Right. So submarine sunk against a couple of destroyers. I think that's a decent check over there. We have a couple of light cruisers here that are being attacked. Isn't that interesting? Well, more naval results over here. I mean, these are only small battles every time, but I think they do add up. You guys all coming up over here, so that's okay. Ooh, and the bases over here are starting to look a little bit like they are in low supply. So I suppose what I can do is grab these mechanized forces here and pull them back a little bit, at least over the state border there, because the logic of the game will dictate that that should be in much better supply then. Okay, we still have some supply issues up there, but I also think that should be dealt with fairly quickly once these guys here are dealt with. Yeah. So that should be okay. Are you guys, yeah, you can come over here. Let's try to get you over there then. And make the crossing there. That should be okay. Ooh, we've got a couple of free dockyards. For now what I'm going to do is I'm going to design a couple of convoys here, because I think very soon we are going to see naval experience rise over 30, and at that point I think we can design a new light cruiser. Right, apparently, apparently we are losing some aircraft, some troops over here against their aircraft. Now I wonder why that is, because I don't really see any naval bombers on their side, at least not in the Sea of Japan. So, are you sort of tactical bombers? I don't know. Right, more submarines being lost on our side. So I suppose I should ask you guys here to engage even at high risk. Split off is enabled, and you guys are mostly doing fine. Let's set you guys off to detach. I think that should happen fairly quickly there. Yeah, and then you guys are rejoining, and we have a proper fleet And I think I'll enjoy that. Right, good. More results down here. Yeah, you are still sinking our submarines. Why is that? We could ask these guys here. What on earth? Let's cancel this here for a second. You'll be rejoining, and then I can split you off as a single group here. Okay, so I could of course also ask you guys to be a strike force. And just come to whoever needs any support, and that might be alright. Yeah, okay, so you're settling in there now, and then we do have another battle down here, and you should be joining that battle pretty quickly, I think. That is sort of what I would expect you to do. You are strike force, you are set to engage even at high risks, and you are supposed to come down here. Why are you not doing this? Are you waiting for the ship? I don't think you should be, my friend. I do not think you should be. And meanwhile, we are losing 2 more submarines. Don't think we need expeditionary forces. We can deploy a couple of units. Yeah, let's deploy you somewhere into Russia. I don't care. Right, so why are you guys here not engaging? Now you are. Okay, that's looking much better. Okay, these are only convoys for a second there, but now their fleet here that has been sinking a couple of our submarines is joining, and that's fine. So we've received already a couple of hits here, but I do hope that we'll be coming out on top of things here. So we are sinking already a destroyer there, and doing a little bit of damage against some of the other guys, and a couple of, yeah, well, I mean, 1 light cruiser, 6 destroyers. That is a fine battle for us. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about this. Any specific high damage? You are. All of the other guys seem to be more or less fine. Yeah, and now you're being repaired while in port, so that is okay too. Nice, I like it. Are you repaired? Are you being repaired? I think you should be. 85.6. You're not being repaired over here. Okay, so let's just split you off then. And you'll be joining very momentarily, I think. Right, that's okay. No, honestly, we don't want to have you allocate troops. Yeah, we know these troops are over here. That's okay. We've got another couple of ships sunk over here. That's okay then. Nice, I like it. Mostly, actually, at least. Right, so you guys can join up this trooper here, if you can. Resistance occupation, we know. Low manpower, that's not really true. And you guys are starting to see a couple of guys joining. That's fantastic. There we go. Come on. Just join up. I mean, there are further battles down here, which you aren't really reacting to, so I don't know why that is. And I think some of these guys can't repair because the port is overloaded. But now you're pretty much full blown there, so that's fine. Yeah, so let's design a new ship over here. It's of course going to be the light cruiser, and it's going to be a variant of this light cruiser. We are going to give it best dual guns. We're going to give it a super good engine. Unfortunately, we'll not be able to maintain that speed as we add a couple of components over here. We're going to go with light cruiser batteries. We are going to go with light cruiser batteries. We're going to give you a couple of torpedo launchers. We are going to give you some secondary batteries. We are going to give you some secondary batteries if we could. Well, we can't. That's unfortunate. Okay, so I think more light cruisers here, more light guns are fine. So that we are mostly basically blasting their light ships out of the water. Maybe a little bit over the top, but you know what? I like the design, but I can't afford it at all. So 53 points instead of 30. I was very off here, so yeah, let's hope that that increases quickly enough, though. Suppose we can remove a couple of these things here for a second to make it a little bit more viable at our current costs. Yeah, so let's save that up for a second here, just so that we have it already. And we're going to add another convoy here to be built in the meantime. And potentially another one. And another one? Really? So many? Yeah. Well, it looks like that. Fine. Okay, more convoys being sunk. That's okay, that's okay. That's okay. We've got a battle up here. Just a couple of submarines though. Speaking of submarines, you guys really should join up. Okay, maybe we're going to join you up with you. No, not possible either. Come on. Get out of these battles for a second. Come on, you guys should really... Okay, let's go back to patrolling. Try to find a couple of enemy ships here. And do you know what? I think we can actually split you in half. That should be okay. More free dockyards here. More convoys it is. Right, that's okay. How are we looking in terms of the mountain troops, which could activate their pattern over here? Well, we could start that now. Do we necessarily want to start that now? Well, we might be actually. We might start that. Right, okay. You guys, you're advancing into there. That's okay. Let's have you go over here and then down there. Right, that should work down there. Right, okay. Let's grab our air forces over here. Really? Where are you operating from, I wonder? Oh, all of this is still Japan. Well, I didn't realise. Okay, fine. Couple of convoys over here, potentially from Venezuela. Right, so let's take a look at the aircraft then. So I do want to send out a couple of fighters at least over there. And apparently they are operating fighters over eastern China. Because what the fuck? Sometimes this game is really surprising me. Okay, let's get you over here. Let's have you form sort of a line over here. I mean, line. I say that, and this is weird. Okay, let's grab you. Let's get down there. You must have landed over there and you never bothered to tell me, I think. Right, still fantastic. I like it. Okay, let's get these tanks down there, and that should be fun. Right, this is... I wouldn't even have noticed if they hadn't got the aircraft over there. So, let's get you over here and fly you over the South China Sea. Shoot down a couple of aircraft there, that should be alright. More free dockyards it is. Well, more convoys we're going to build. So how are things looking? Well, I guess you could do naval exercises here. As could you. Well, you're doing that already, so that's fine then. Got one more light cruiser that we could potentially balance between these two fleets. And I do apparently need to adjust your template. So let's select all. Let's adjust the template over here. And your goal is to have 15 of these. That should be okay. There we go. Yep, nice. Good. Right, so yeah, I think I'm going to trigger the attack over here now. And what I'm going to do also is grab a couple of these tactical bombers. Send them over the area up there. You guys do not have sufficient range, but if you're coming over here, you might have. If we're sending you over there on some close air support, I think that should be alright. You guys are going to do the same. Yeah, so we are going to have 800 aircraft here supporting these attacks, so that should be a-okay. Right, let's see whether that is going to be successful. So you guys should be leaving port soon. Or have you already? No, you have already. Okay, fine. Your landings are unopposed here, it seems, so that is fantastic. Okay, let's immediately cut Japan in half over there. And let's grab one of you guys to go over there, and then these 5 guys can go into Osaka. One is going to stay there, one is going to continue going down there. One of you is going to go via Osaka to here. The other gentleman might be going up that way. And the last remaining one, I suppose, can go down here as well. You guys are also fanning out in these two directions. I suppose you can go along the coast to Hiroshima. That's alright there. And then you might as well come up this way, and you're going to go over there. That's fine. And then we can grab all of you guys here and also ask you to be simply part of this front line there. That should be okay. Let's make sure that these guys are matching up. That's okay. Military access from Austria? No, I don't think so. Yeah, while you guys are fanning out, pretty much unopposed. So that is nice to see. Right, you guys are all part of this front line now. You're coming up there. Okay, right. Let's get you over there and then into the city. And if you guys, one of you are asked to go there, and one of you are asked to go here, and you should try to get over towards that other island and see whether that is viable. Go to Hiroshima. You are crossing there, and let's send you over there via the middle of the island. And then you, my friend, are going to go to Koshi along the east coast over here. There we go. Nice and easy. Right, good. Yeah, so far pretty unopposed. Although I do see a couple of guys coming up there at around Tokyo, basically. Republic of Mauritania has capitulated. That's certainly good news, although I don't exactly know where they are. Right, more convoys. Yet more convoys, it seems. There we go. I really want to get the naval experience to get this done here. Okay, let's get you over there. Dunk, dunk, dunk. You're fine. Can I get you over here? Yeah, I can. Can I get you to Nagasaki? Can I get you down here? Nice. Okay, you guys all part of this. All of you guys do have an attack plan to go up here. Sort of act like that, please. Yeah, it would be fantastic if you could get at least some of these mountains before the enemy advances into them. And we've got 3 military factories because of course we do. We just conquered or took over part of Japan, so let's use them to the best of our ability. I think that is going to be just yet more naval bombers and 3 dockyards, which is going to be convoys. Right, there we go. These are only hills, but I think that's fine. You can make some advance over there. You can go down here the middle route. You're going to come right to Fukushima. Fukushima, and you can go down via the coast towards there. Then even potentially into there if you can. Whereas you guys can simply be part of this front line there, so you can relocate over there. And we've discovered a new fighter technology, so that is fantastic. Of course we're going to use that, and I do think it might make sense to start looking at experimental rockets over here. Right, let's look at our outdated equipment. Let's create a variant of this fighter, which we're going to give a better engine, some better range, and some better reliability. And I don't actually think weapons are that useful. Air attack, yeah, slightly. Okay, that's fine. So the Yak 3A is the new production model, and we are going to set all of our aircrafts here, all of our production lines, which is 75 lines, towards this new fighter, of course. And we've got 6,000 aircrafts to rebalance here. I'll ask you for a little bit more in terms of aluminium. I suppose we can ask Yugoslavia as well. Slightly less because that's more efficient. For the moment, I suppose we don't need to ask the Americans for any steel. Although more aluminium would be appreciated. Can we increase our building of aluminium? No, just iron ore, but iron ore we always need. Okay, I suppose we are going to capture a couple of these things very soon. Right, so the Japanese are now back in force, so that is interesting to see. You guys over here, do you know actually that your job is to form an offensive line over there and come down here? I think you just sort of feel like you don't. I feel like you don't know that. Right, let's grab you. Let's grab you. Let's have one of you guys come down here and then into there. And that should be a-okay. Right, Marines 1 done, so that's interesting. Let's get to actually modern armor. I think that would be a fantastic addition to our forces. So let's try to do that. Not really building up enough naval strength here. Our guys are starting to look a little bit better over here. Can I in fact base you into Japan proper? Well, I can potentially. So let's grab you over here. Let's get you into there. And that should give us some better coverage over this area with our fighters. We are mostly defending over here, which is good, of course. So let's try to have them exhaust themselves a little bit before we are doing anything. Can you get down here? Is that straight? No, there isn't. Okay, fine. In which case you might as well come here by rail. Good. Right. I suppose we can grab like half of these tanks and send you up over here as well, and then just give you sort of an order to advance through there. So you should be coming over relatively soon. Just one by one, really? Is that it? No. Okay, that's better. Right, so you guys do attack. Could give you some sort of command there. Don't think we can give you any specific advantage here. No, no, no. 3 dockyards. How many more convoys can we build? Right, lots of battles going sort of A-OK-ish, I guess. Not that great, honestly. So let's see over here. We've got the tanks now in position. So I'm going to give them a go-ahead as well. So you should now start to blitz through that and sort of roll them up from down there. We are at the outskirts of Tokyo. Interesting. So we shot down an enemy ace. Don't think that happens every day. Right, and let's have you attack into here and then into Tokyo. Of course, Tokyo is definitely not ideal tank terrain. But if we can sort of flank them from that direction as well, along with other passes, I think that's going to be alright. Yeah, and there we go, coming up on Tokyo. So let's see. A couple of divisions over around there, and I think that is going to be the end of them. Our tanks are blitzing through their lines here. Let's go to Sendai. Magnetic detonator done. That's pretty good, and that does allow us to build battleships as well. I think going to homing torpedo, light cruiser torpedo attack is going to be very useful as well. 2 more days until we get better radar installations, so that's fantastic. And here we go, Japan has surrendered. Now I'm going to make a pass over here. They are liberating a couple of things. That's alright. And we'll need to organize a good number of things over here. So I'm going to pass again. And they are putting up a couple of things in China. Now, we're going to grab Korea, because that's for sure. And we're going to get Manchukuo, because that is for sure as well. And of course the Seychelles Islands over there, because they are definitively Russian territory. There's no way around that. And the central provinces here I think makes sense as well. So let's grab those. And then we need to be a little bit mindful about our resources. Now I would really like to get some good rubber, and I would really like to get some good steel. Okay, let's grab the Republic of the Congo there. Some steel down there. Not that valuable though. Oh, but we've got all of Spain here to cover basically. So yeah. Lots of tungsten over here. And chromite. I mostly want to deny that to the enemy, so let's take it. Yeah, let's grab these steel producing provinces, at least as a first step. Yeah, but I guess we can just grab all of Spain here. Spain is going to be ours, as it's going to be Portugal. So that should be okay. There we go. Yeah, so that's all of proper Spain. I'm not going to grab the Balearic Islands there because they're too expensive. But that's going to be okay. Let's grab the port of Dailan over there. That is Russian anyway. Port Arthur it was, of course. Beijing and East HOI have pretty good factories, I think, so let's grab those. There's not that much in terms of steel or anything down here, so nevertheless I do want to grab this area here. Want to grab that. It probably makes sense to just all link that up. And let's end the turn here. See what the other guys did. Supervised state in Siam. Also kind of to be expected. Yeah, okay, let's grab the coastal region here. Let's grab Taiwan. Let's grab the islands down here. I suppose we can capture really most of Japan itself. It's pretty costly, but I think it's pretty valuable in terms of resources as well. So yeah, let's grab that down up there as well. Ooh, we can't grab all of this. Well, well, well. We're gonna hold off on China for the second over here. And apparently some of the other regions. Hey, bye. Okay, let's end the turn with 600 points. Supervised state in Venezuela. Venezuela would have been nice as well. But I don't think they... we did not control anything there, so... Yeah, really not that possible. So let's pass over here. They are doing a couple of things, especially, well, basically all over the place, but in other countries, really. So that's okay. Let's pass here again. Pass again. Change the House Nationalist Spain. And okay, interesting. Right, let's grab that over here. So Japan is being created, and it's being created by the Allies there. Which is of course bad for us, but still okay. Let's grab the coast here. China's ours. Come on, yeah, there we go. And turn. Gong Cyclic is not really ours to grab, but I suppose we do definitively want sort of a continuous path over here via China. Can we grab all of this turn? We can. Well then, let's do that. Okay, so all of this is ours. There are some small pockets here of enemy resistance. Now we can look at some of these islands here, specifically Iwo Jima. So how about Truk? Looks like Truk is not up for the grabs. Nationalist Spain, Portugal, Venezuela. We can grab a couple of states in Portugal, and I don't know exactly what they are, but I suppose is Madeira. Okay, fine. Let's grab this over here. Let's in fact take all of the states. And it's done. Radar's done as well, so that's lovely. Yeah, I like it. How advanced are we in terms of radar? We could even advance further. Yes, I think we're going to do that. Let's research this as well. Let's go over here to construction. Let's continue building radar installations up the coast of Normandy so that we're nicely covering the UK. We're going to do some more in Lombardy so that we're covering Italy. The Balkans do need some coverage as well, and the region up here as well, so that we can build up something over the Dominion of England. Something down there in Korea would also be nice. Do we need anything down here? We probably do, right? Yeah, so let's build up a radar installation down here in Venezuela, and we will continue to build up one over here in the Caribbean, so that we have basically control over much of the region as far as possible. Then we might as well do Sevilla so that we're covering this region here as well. That being said, I think I'll have to sort out a couple of things. Now we have control over most of the world at this point, but still, of course, there is the question of the Allies and what they're going to do. Specifically with the United Kingdom. And one of the things that we are going to try to do is I still want to influence Mexico. I want to bring them up towards our side, so I want to continue building our network here, and I would specifically like to boost our ideology in Mexico, Now, it doesn't seem like that is fully possible over there. But let's do it anyway, and you're rooting out resistance, that's fine. I suppose you can do the same up over here in Holland, because that's just way too high still. And could you do something similar? Yeah, at least close by. So let's see whether we can't get rid of that. No, Mongolia, I don't want 20 stuff from you. We're buying lots of steel here. That is to some extent because we are producing not really combat ships but other stuff right now. And so we do need to look at this variant over here. We do need to, of course, to update the radar. We need to add all of these things, but we can't as long as we don't have the naval intelligence. So what we actually need to do, I think, is just grab all of you, send you towards training, and just do naval exercises so that we gain some experience, but mostly naval experience up there. That I think should be a-okay. Right. Can further develop ore deposits or other items. Let's do so. I think that's fine. And in terms of construction, we are building shipyards. Let's prioritize some of the radar installations because I just think that'd be sort of suitable. And then we are still trying to repair a lot of damage all over Europe, so that I think is okay. Right, so hope you guys enjoyed. Hope to see you around next time when maybe we'll be tackling the allies. So yeah, looking forward to that then. Bye bye guys.